In this video, you got the RedBull Ring, you got Group 3 cars, you got mayhem, you got people running into each other, you got penalties, you got all kinds of stuff. Stick around, watch what happens. Welcome to the channel. This is Geauxgreddy, your 2018-2019 SCCA Senla Region F Street Autocross Champion and Gran Turismo Sport Sim Racer. If you like this video, I ask you to be so kind as to hit that like button, and if you really like it, go ahead and smash that subscribe. So here we are at the end of my qualifying lap at the RedBull Ring in the Manufacturers Cup, and I'm in the Lexus RCF Group 3 car coming around the last corner, trying to hook up a good lap here. My practice race, I just ran a 130.8 and I was hoping to do the same, but no such luck. So there I am, qualifying in 15th place. Not too hot, but hey, let's get on with the race. Can you see my toes? I don't think that's how it goes at all, but hey, thank you, Opera Lady. That was amazing. So look at the grid here. Again, you got Revo Nut flashing his lights at you because that's what Revo Nut does. He qualifies high and flashes his lights at you. First is Alex Cube with a 130.978, 15th ranked in the lobby. Second, there's Revo Nut with a 131.092. He is second ranked in the lobby, so he's in the right place. Third, Star Troop 25 with a 131.156, 11th in the lobby. Fourth, the 13th Czar, and that Mustang with a 131.260. In fifth, Jeff Burton with the 131.340, 13th ranked in the lobby. And in sixth, Sharch Ninja 327 in the Jag with the 131.345. In seventh, Binary Theory with the 131.407, also in a Jag. Jack Ryan 20 in eighth with the 131.413. Tight grid so far. In ninth, Josiah 51 with the 131.486. In 10th, Mr. Q41 with the 131.6. What's up, Q? In 11th, Ace Racer 75 with the 131.611, 19th ranked in the lobby. In 12th, J Column 37 in the RCF with the 131.692. In 13th, Andron 79 with the 131.715 in the vet. And 14th, Yuppie Wagon in the Porsche with the 131.742. And there I am, Geauxgreddy in the RCF GT3 car with a 131.824 in 15th. In 16th, Life's a Grave in the Mercedes with the 131.953. In 17th, Resist Rise in the Ferrari with the 132.034. In 18th, Goodrow 1974 with the 132.162. In 19th, Excess Spence with the 132.481 in the Peugeot. And in 20th, Base Maestro in the Alpha 4C with the 132, I think it was a 689 or something like that. So I'm just sitting here burning fuel, waiting for the start of the race. And I forgot to start burning fuel earlier. I could have got it down a little further, could have got it down to 95% or so burning fuel, but I was just checking out the times. Everyone was like, oh crap, I forgot to start burning fuel. So anyway, starting way back in 15th after a really terrible qualifying session. I don't know. Practiced this race a lot, and for whatever reason, I just could not put down a qualifying lap to the fault of no one else but myself this time, so I just got yours truly to blame. So behind Yuppie Wagon coming into turn one, I am not going to murder Yuppie Wagon. I did a good job there. Look at that. Applause. Geauxgreddy. Yay. And we have our first casualty, which is my boy Revo Nut. Spins out on corner one, takes himself out. So I move up one position thanks to Revo. Appreciate you donating points to me, sir. You are very, very kind. So here I almost killed Revo Nut in corner. I mean, not Revo Nut, the other Porsche guy, Yuppie Wagon. And corner two, just avoid not ramming into the back of him. I have to kind of move to the left there as Josiah serves his time. So Hosea does his time. I avoid him. Yuppie Wagon passes me back on the inside as I brake about a mile too early there. Big mistake by me. That was just awful. But what you gonna do? So hop back into the old slipstream of Mr. Yuppie Wagon, and the 13th Czar gets off track. And what does that mean? That's right. We're gonna have a big bunch of cars up front trying to take advantage of the Mustang's mistake as I nearly get creamed by the Corvette right through there. I think it was the Corvette. Anyway, it may have been the Viper. I can't remember. I just remember there being a car to the inside of me. I wasn't expecting it to be there, so I swerved back outside. And as I come around the corner, Josiah gets into the back of Andron, sends him off the track into the shadow realm, like way into the shadow realm. And I was able to take advantage of that. So, hey, a couple more free positions. I'm not really sure what happened there. I watched the replay a couple times, and I really couldn't make it out. It looked like it was some kind of lag or something going on where Josiah hit the back of the car in front of him, but it didn't. It looked like someone hit him, and I was behind him, and I didn't hit him. So, I don't know. Shadow rammer. That's right. The ghost ramming of Josiah. Anyway, I claim innocence. It wasn't me. I'll go back and watch the replay. I shared it on the PS4. I swear it wasn't me. Don't know what happened there. It was bizarre. So that was the second time Josiah was involved in some kind of weird incident. So his first penalty, I looked at that replay. Didn't like he deserved a penalty there either. So who knows? Strange things going on there with that ghost white Jaguar. Anyway, moving on. I'm behind Acer Racer 75. I'm about a half second behind him. Life's at Grave is about 1.6 seconds behind me. And I am trying to get back into the suck zone. So he's got a 0.5 second penalty coming up. So I just want to get tightly up onto his rear end and have him pull me in nice and close so that when he does serve his penalty, I can pass him. That's the idea anyway. Make a pretty good corner there. You know, there's a long gaggle. There's a nice, there's a big long gaggle of cars in front of you. Generally, they're going to go through the corner fairly slow. So if you back off and take the corner a little quicker, usually you can come up on them fairly fast. So I get on the brakes here. Acer comes around, gets to the outside to serve his time, but I don't get a very good exit coming off the corner. So I don't have quite the run on him like he wants. He gets back into my line, so I come over to the right side to make the pass on the inside through corner 2. Get on the brakes good, and I make it stick, get through there nicely. A little bump from behind from Acer, but nothing too terrible. Acer was definitely, I think he wins Aggressive Racer of the Day award. He was definitely sticking his nose in there, and geez, he hit me again, trying to make moves. So Acer, man, it's all right, dude. It's okay. He ended up finishing fairly well. I think there were a couple times when he should have got a penalty and he didn't, but hey, that's just my opinion. He never knocked me off the road or anything, so all is well that ends well. So I've got Acer behind me. I'm setting my sights on my boy Jeff Burton. I've raced with Jeff quite a few times, as well in a few lobbies and whatnot. So hoping I can make up some ground there on Jeff. Coming into corner 1 again. You know, they've got a tight group in front of them. I'm just trying to make up some time. So come around the corner. What do I see? 3-second penalty on Jack Ryan. Yes, you know what those red penalties are? They're blood in the water for sharks like me. That's right. Everyone that sees a penalty, they get really excited. As you can see, Acer's very excited, so he rams in the back of me. He wants up here. He wants to take advantage of that 3-second penalty. So when folks start seeing those little red numbers flashing above your head, I mean, they are coming after you like never before. So as me and the Viper here have a little drift session around corner 2, and I think we have another one here at corner 3. Yes, as I come in a little hot, I get the rear end out. Acer gets his rear end out. It's Tokyo Drift at the Red Bull Ring. We're having a good time, folks. We really are. This is really tight racing, and one thing I've had to make an adjustment from going from the B lobby up to these A lobbies is everyone is so much closer speed-wise that you've got to learn to race bumper to bumper. And it's pretty difficult. And so I think a lot of the guys in this lobby are like me. They're transitioning from that B position in between B and A plus. So we're learning to race really close. At least that's what I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they all are good at racing close and I suck and I'm just having to improve. So I don't know. No telling. But that's what I feel. That's what I think is going on here. So trying to get into the backside of Mr. Burton, letting him suck me down the straight. I'm only a mere 3/10 behind him as we get on the brakes. Heading into that tight right-hander of corner 2. Got on the gas okay there. Not too bad. He pulls out, though, about another 3/10 on me as we come out of the corner, head down towards corner 3. This is another spot where folks tended to bunch up and you could make a move. But you had to be careful because if you didn't quite stick it, you'd end up in that huge sand trap over to the left. You know, you can pull, you know, a Verstappen on a Leclerc in there and send your opponent off into the sand pit and get a pretty big penalty for it. So you got to be a little bit cautious when making that move there. So caught up to Jeff there. I'm 3/10 roughly behind him. I'm heading down to my personal favorite part of the track. These 2 corners, in practice I've been doing really well. And he slows down a little bit earlier and kind of throws me off a little bit. I get off the gas. I couldn't quite make my apex, and I went a little wide. And when you go a little wide and you put all 4 tires over that line, what do you get? That's right, a half-second penalty for ignoring the track limit. And I wasn't even ignoring it. I just kind of went over. I just slightly exceeded it. Did not ignore it. I mean, they could have picked better words than ignore. But again, I have a half-second penalty. The other Lexus has a half-second penalty. And what does that mean? That's right, folks. Blood in the water for the Sharks. And that includes me. That Lexus got on his brakes pretty early. And then it just gets bumpy here in the corner. And wow, the Lexus gets wiped out. I think Jeff Burton's gone. Didn't realize he was to my inside as I was trying to get out of the line to serve my penalty and smash into the side of him. That threw me off. So then I was late on my shift. Get passed by 2 other cars, including Life's a Grave that I, worked really hard to pass him. Acer smashes into him a few times. Give him good measure. Now, had he not done that, I probably could have made that pass on the inside, or at least gotten closer to it, but whatever. So Acer's to my inside. Jeff Burton's leaving it hanging to the outside over there, just all over the place. I say forget it. I'm going to let Acer go here. We're only on lap 6 of 10. We got a lot of racing left to do. Save my tires a little bit there. Look in my rearview mirror, and now I've got a Ford GT on my tail. So those things are pretty quick in a straight line, but they're not so quick in the corners. So my main concern here is on this straight. Got to, get a good exit. Man, he really comes out that exit nice. But luckily, when he jumped out of my slipstream, he kind of like hitting a brick wall. So he had to jump back in. He's slipping in and out. I'm just going to take a really good corner here. I know that Ford doesn't quite have my brakes or my cornering, so just barely stay in there on the sausage. Come out was a pretty good exit for me. So here on lap 7, 6/10 behind Acer. Again, within that 8/10 suck zone, getting on the brakes, trying to nail this corner. I was struggling with it a little bit more than I was in my practice races. The last set of practice races I did before, I was running 131s. Here you can see I'm running 132s and a 136 because that last lap was just insanity. But not real happy with my pace right now. Wasn't real happy with my qualifying, but I'm pretty happy with my racing up to this point. Racing pretty close, not dying. I've moved up 5 positions from 15th to 10th, so I mean I can't complain too much about that. I was like 18th ranked in the lobby, I think I was, so hey, I'm doing pretty good, not too terrible. I've put a decent amount of gap there on Goodrow. He's now 7 8/10 behind me. And then Acer's put a little bit of gap on me. I've fallen about 6/10 behind him. I need to make it up. I need to get back on that bumper. I need to get in that slipstream. Come out of this corner. Still about 7/10 on him, but I'm still within that suck zone, which is good on that straight. And even better than that, Goodrow fell out of the suck zone on me, so he's not able to use my tug to further his ascension towards the top. So anyway, heading back again to the ever deadly turn 2 at the RedBull Ring. You know, you can always count on something happening here with the folks in front of you. And again, it happens. Acer jumps to the inside, hits Life's a gray, which causes him to spin out, which means as I come around the corner, I hit him in the back. Had he not done that, I would be right on the rear end of both of them right now, because I had a really good entrance into that corner. And they were, of course, were going side by side. So a little bad luck right there, but that's okay. I'm back within the slipstream of the Mercedes, so it can pull me along, pull me back up into the race with 7th, 8th, and 9th position. You still got Jeff Burton there, Life's a Grave, and Acer Racer in front of them. So if I can just calm down, hit my apexes, I might be able to make up a position, maybe 2. That's what I'm thinking at this point in the race. 8th lap, got 8, 9, and 10 left, 3 laps left. Of course, this is a no stopper, race your tires off race. No concern with fuel at all as I drifted around the penultimate corner, heading towards the penultimate lap. Lap 9, here we are. Heading towards corner 1 in the suck zone of Jeff. Come out nicely, get a little loose, have to gather it up. Had a very sphincter clenching moment right there. I really almost crapped my pants. I thought for sure I was going for the wall, and I look ahead and I see some shadows of mayhem. Yes. As Jeff Burton just decides, I don't know, just to go kiss the wall, just to go eat some fence. I don't know what the hell happened right there. I don't know if Mr. Q unghosted right in front of him or what, but he just zipped off the right. You know, we lost the 13th Czar in the Mustang. Mr. Q's right there in the sights. I'm in 8th now. I'm still on Life's a Grave, who, I mean, I've pretty much had the same or better pace with the whole race. So thinking maybe, just maybe I can pick up one more position. And Mr. Q spun out. So, I mean, I know he's in the Alpha. I think it's the Alpha. No, it's the Toyota. But he spun out, so that really is, I mean, you have tire wear at like 12, 13, I don't remember what this was at. I mean, that's like 12 spin out. So maybe a little tire wear. I noticed his pace was suffering a little bit. Looks like he was a little squirrely there. He may have just been dirty tires. I don't know. I don't get the best exit right there, but I just really want to get into that Mercedes slipstream. I want to take him on this next straight. I peeked to the outside, hoping to make him nervous, maybe give him a brake late or something like that. He does not. Hits his apex fairly decent, hops it a little bit, and I'm right there on his bumper now. He had been braking early at this marker, so I went to his inside. I was going to make the pass here. I already made up my mind, and you can see, boom, he brakes at the 150. I brake at the 120. I hit my apex fine and dandy without any problem at all. Stick the inside pass. So I don't know if it was just him nervous of his tire wear, or if the Mercedes has a little longer braking distance. I'm not sure, but I noticed that earlier, that he broke really early right there, and that's why Acer Racer was kind of getting into him a little bit, I think. Anyway, so I took advantage of that. Some good racing by the Geauxgreddy. Haha. And now I'm heading towards Mr. Q. Now I'm not out of the woods yet, because that Mercedes is pretty strong on this track, and he's only a half second off my rear bumper, and my tires right now feel like crap. They are just sliding anytime I turn the wheel. And I am, to say I'm a little bit nervous right now is an understatement. I'm thinking I might struggle in this next corner here. Plus I had my penalty issue here. So I'm trying not to go wide, because a half second will give my position back to Life's a Grave. So take it easy around that corner, and I see that big Mercedes coming at me in the rearview mirror, across the line, and take it by a full 1/10 of a second. That's right. So, hey, not too shabby. I take 7th place in an exciting race full of mayhem and penalties and all kinds of craziness. That was a wild race. We lost people that were in the front of the race. We lost people that were in the middle of the race. We had people in the back of the race finish up towards the front of the race. I mean, look, Yuppie Wagon finished 3rd. Heck, he started right in front of me in 14th. He thanked me for a little shove from behind, but I didn't remember ever shoving him from behind. So I was like, wasn't me. Wish I could have helped him out there, but it was not me. So anyway, hell of a race, good time. I hope everyone that raced with me had a good time. I know those guys that spun out did not. I think RevoNet raced again, got a 3rd later. There I am in 7th. Yes, moved up 8 positions. Fastest driver for Lexus, 1,075 points. Not too bad. I don't think that's going to count, but I'm going to take this, my SR up, and run. I'm not going back in there. Not going to do it. So, anyway. Hope you enjoyed the race. If you did, hey, like I said, I ask you to hit the like. If you really liked it, go ahead and hit the subscribe so you can see any of the future races that I do. And hope you enjoy me again. So, for myself, Geauxgreddy. Appreciate you coming along and watching. Have a great evening. Bye now.